Have you ever wondered how to apply for a European Blue Card while in Poland? Well, you're not alone. The European Blue Card is an approved EU-wide work permit that allows high-skilled non-EU citizens to work and live in any country within the European Union, excluding Denmark, Ireland, and the UK. It presents a world of opportunities with benefits such as free movement within the EU, social rights, and even the prospect of EU long-term residence. Now, who's it for? It's aimed at highly qualified professionals from outside the EU. And the eligibility criteria? You'll need a binding job offer or a contract of employment for highly qualified employment for at least 1 year, and you must meet a certain minimum salary threshold. As for documentation, you'll need proof of your qualifications, a valid travel document, and proof of legal and continuous residence in Poland, among other things. If you've made it this far, you might be wondering, how do I apply for one while in Poland? Before you apply, there are a few things you need to know. The European Blue Card application isn't just about filling out a form. It's a journey that begins much before you put pen to paper or cursor to online document, if you will. Let's start with language requirements. While it's not mandatory to be fluent in Polish or any other European language, it's highly recommended. Knowing the language can not only ease your daily life, but also give you an edge in the job market. So brush up on your language skills or consider taking a course. Next, you need a job contract or a binding job offer from a European employer. The job should be in your field and require a high level of skills or education. The contract should be for at least 1 year. So start networking, polish your resume, and send out those applications. Now, let's talk about the salary threshold. To qualify for the Blue Card, your gross annual salary must be at least 1.5 times the average gross annual salary in the specific country. For example, if you're applying in Poland, the average salary is around 20,000 euros. Therefore, your job contract should offer at least 30,000 euros per year. A valid passport is a must, of course. It should be valid for at least 4 months beyond your intended departure date. So, check your passport's expiry date and renew it if necessary. Lastly, but certainly not least, is health insurance. Health is wealth, after all. You must have a comprehensive health insurance policy that covers you in all European Union countries. It's not just a requirement, it's a safety net that can save you from unexpected medical expenses. These steps might seem daunting, but they are crucial to ensure a smooth application process. Once these prerequisites are met, you are ready to move on to the next step, the application process. So grab your pen or cursor and let's dive into the journey of obtaining your European Blue Card. Now that you're ready, let's dive into the application process. Securing your European Blue Card is like piecing together a puzzle. You need to gather the right pieces, place them in the correct order, and voila, you have your masterpiece. The first piece of this puzzle is your application form. This can be obtained from the local voivodeship office in the region where you're staying in Poland. Make sure to fill it out thoroughly and accurately to avoid any potential hiccups down the line. Next, you'll need to collect the necessary documents. This includes a valid travel document like your passport, a proof of health insurance, and evidence of your accommodation in Poland. You'll also need to present a work contract or binding job offer from your employer in Poland, proving that you'll be employed for at least 1 year. And don't forget, this job should pay at least 1.5 times the average gross salary in the profession you're in. Once you've gathered all these puzzle pieces, it's time to put them together. Submit your completed application form along with all the necessary documents to the voivodeship office. Do remember to keep copies of everything you submit, just in case. Now you might be wondering how long this entire process takes. Well, the processing time largely depends on the specific voivodeship office. Generally speaking, it could take up to 3 months. Yes, you heard it right, 3 months. But patience is the key here. Each application is thoroughly reviewed to ensure all the criteria are met. So, it's worth the wait. And there you have it. That's the application process for the European Blue Card in a nutshell. It might seem a bit daunting at first, but once you break it down into these simple steps, it becomes much more manageable. After submitting your application, you can expect a decision within 90 days. But what happens after you get your card? Stay tuned to find out in our next segment. Congratulations, you've got your blue card. So, what's next? Now that you're a proud holder of the European Blue Card, it's important to understand what this means for you. The Blue Card not only recognizes you as a highly skilled professional, but also grants you rights and responsibilities in the European Union. As a Blue Card holder, you have the same work and travel rights as any EU citizen. This means you can work for any employer and in any sector within the European Union. You're not limited to Poland, where you first received your card. Feel the urge to explore? You can move to another EU country after 18 months of holding your Blue Card in Poland. But it's not just about you. The Blue Card is also family-friendly. It allows you to bring your family members to live with you in Europe. You can apply for a family reunification visa, which enables your spouse and minor children to join you. They will also have the right to work and study there. Now, let's talk about one of the most significant benefits, the path to permanent residency. After living and working in the EU for 5 years, you become eligible to apply for EU long-term residency. This status gives you more stability and security. It confirms your right to live, work, and study not only in Poland, but throughout the EU. However, with rights come responsibilities. It's crucial to maintain your employment during the validity of your Blue Card. If you're unemployed for more than 3 months, it could lead to the withdrawal of your card. Also, remember to renew your card every 2 years. So, there you have it. The Blue Card is not just a work permit, it's a gateway to an enriching life experience in Europe. It's a ticket to new opportunities, a chance to immerse yourself in diverse cultures, and a path to a secure future. Now that you know what to expect after getting your card, let's discuss some frequently asked questions. You might still have some questions, and we're here to answer them. First up, let's talk about renewals. So you've been enjoying the benefits of your European Blue Card, and it's time to renew it. The process is relatively straightforward. You should apply for the renewal at least 4 months before the expiry date of your current card. The application needs to be submitted to the local voivodeship office, and it's similar to the initial application process. You'll need to provide updated documents and pay the applicable fees. Next, let's tackle a common worry. What happens if you lose your job while holding a Blue Card? Don't fret. If you unfortunately lose your job, you have 3 months to find a new one. During this period, you can stay in Poland without the need to leave. This gives you a buffer to secure a new job and continue enjoying the benefits of the Blue Card. Now, onto a scenario many of you might face: changing employers. The European Blue Card does allow flexibility in terms of employment. If you wish to change your employer within the first 2 years of employment, you'll need to get approval from the voivodeship office. After the first 2 years, you can change employers without needing any additional permissions. A quick note on family reunification. Your family members can join you in Poland if you hold a Blue Card. They can apply for a temporary residence permit and join you right away, without having to wait for the normal waiting period. This is a major perk of the Blue Card that's worth mentioning. Lastly, you might be wondering about the transition from a Blue Card to permanent residency. After living and working in Poland for 5 years, you can apply for a permanent residence permit. This opens the door to long-term stability and even more benefits. We hope we've answered most of your questions, but remember, this is just an overview. So, there you have it, a comprehensive guide to applying for a European Blue Card while in Poland. We've walked you through the entire process, from the pre-application phase, understanding the requirements, to the actual application process, and finally, what to expect post-application. We've also covered some of the frequently asked questions to make sure you're well informed. Remember, the European Blue Card not only opens doors to a world of opportunities across Europe, but also provides a pathway to permanent residency. However, every individual's circumstances are unique. Therefore, it's always a good idea to seek professional advice tailored to your specific situation. Make sure you're well prepared and informed to ensure a smooth and successful application process. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more informative content.